What's up, everybody? I'm Kyle Sherman, founder and CEO of Flowhub. Thank you so much for joining us today for one of the most exciting launches in our company's history, the release of Flowhub Ecommerce. Let's start with the obvious. Online ordering in cannabis is broken. Most dispensaries rely on marketplace platforms that prioritize their own ecosystem over your business. Menus are slow, hard to update, inaccurate, promotions don't sync, inventory doesn't match, and your brand is hidden in the shadows of someone else's domain. Now, this isn't just frustrating, it's expensive. It creates more manual work, more support tickets, and most importantly, fewer sales. So we asked ourselves, what would e-commerce look like if it were built for cannabis retailers and not marketplaces? What if it was truly deeply connected to your point of sale? And what if it made your operations easier? And what if it actually helped you increase sales? Meet Flowhub Ecommerce, a new way to sell cannabis online for the largest retailers to budding entrepreneurs everywhere. It's fast to launch, easy to manage, and built to convert. This is e-commerce done the right way, fully native to Flowhub point of sale. Now, we didn't partner, we didn't white label, we didn't acquire the software. We built Flowhub Ecommerce in-house from the ground up on the same foundation as Flowhub point of sale. And that means inventory updates in real time, pricing and discounts sync instantly, loyalty points match, customer profiles match, taxes match, compliance is always on point. No more spreadsheets, no more syncing issues, just one system speaking one language. Now, you can go live in minutes and not weeks. You get a fully branded menu, your colors, your logo, your categories, no Flowhub branding, and no iframes, and no developers required for any of this. This is your online store that can be hosted on your own domain, your own website, or if it's easier for you, as a subdomain using our new dispensary.shop URL. Flowhub Ecommerce gives you carousels to highlight promotions, smart categories, and a frictionless and personalized checkout experience for your consumers. In fact, due to the very specific way we designed Flowhub Ecommerce and the entire layout, early adopters are already seeing up to 27% higher online order values compared to their previous platform. Now, let's take a peek at how this looks in the real world.
Kai means the sea in Hawaiian. I've got 5 employees. We've got 3 registers. Everybody touches Flowhub every day. Our online marketing is really important to us, and it's a representation of what we do here in store. Flowhub really helps us share that, and it allows us to make the customer experience so much easier. Every step since we first broke ground, we were intentional about the design. We didn't do all that to then not take that into the online space. The nice thing since we first launched our menu online with Flowhub is anytime I need something changed or tweaked, I reach out and I see it happen in real time in a day or two, which has been shocking to me. We're about a 60% walk-in, 40% online order. We put a lot of work into like how you deal with each customer. So then to flip that on its head and be like, okay, we're just fulfilling an online order. We were a bit nervous on how it would all play out. Flowhub really helps us there because it tends to catch us if we're making a mistake. It doesn't double up on the back end. It doesn't show on our online menu to the same thing. The upsell is definitely a thing that Flowhub helps with because it just makes it easier for my bud tenders to be able to see all the options in front of them. The design was like the easiest setup I've ever worked with. Step 1 for Kai is for us to just nail this store so well. Flowhub is 100% a part of our growth. It's just a matter of grabbing an iPad, checking people in, checking people out, and it's off our plate, which is fantastic.
To show you exactly how all of this works, I'd like to bring in Laila McCaffrey, our Senior Product Manager over Flowhub Ecommerce. Laila?
Hey everyone, I'm Laila McCaffrey, Senior Product Manager here at Flowhub, and I'm so excited to finally show you a demo of Flowhub Ecommerce. Let's jump in. All right, let's start with setting up your menu. The beauty of Flowhub Ecommerce is that it's a fully native to Flowhub Maui POS, so getting to it is literally one click. You'll sign in with the same credentials you already use. There's no extra accounts to manage or separate logins, and just like that, you're in. Once you're logged in, head over to the e-commerce part of the sidebar. If you don't see it, make sure your employee role has the e-commerce permission turned on. That's what gives you access to all the configuration tools I'm about to walk you through. Flowhub Ecom is completely self-service in your customization. You'll be given a link to your site, and any update you make here on the back of house will immediately reflect on your website. So let's go ahead and take a look at our customization options. Here in customization, you can upload your logo, you can choose your brand colors, and even customize the post-checkout message that customers see when they place their order. Whether your brand is more sophisticated, playful, or medical only, you can match the vibe. In addition, you can customize your product categories with custom icons. You can rename them, drag and drop them into a different order, or even hide specific categories from your website if you do not want them to show up on the category selector. Next is one of my favorite features, carousels. These are dynamic product selections you can use to promote things like bestsellers, sleepy strains, or staff picks. You also can sort your carousel by best-selling or popularity, by price, or any of our other filter options like effect, species, tag, and terpene. You also can upload banners to feature sales, events, or specific products. Linked to a filtered menu, like edibles on sale, for example, you get to control the visuals and what customers see first. What's great about banners is that it gives you another option to really control the branding and the look and feel of your website. These banners do rotate in 8-second increments, so your customers will always be seeing them no matter what page that they're on when they navigate to the menu. Now, style and color is really my favorite, and I think it's one of the bread and butters here of Flowhub. The reason for that is that our e-com site is yours. It's not flowhub.com, it's your dispensary's name. And with that, this should be exactly how you want your customers' experience on the e-commerce site to be. So for example, if you want your header background color to be hot pink, I'll let you make it hot pink. You can do whatever you want. It's your website, and we're here to support you through the back of house side of things. We'll make sure all of your inventory is correct, your deals are correct, but we want this website to be a direct reflection of your dispensary. Finally, here we have our deals page. I've been loving seeing how our dispensaries not only are customizing the style and color carousels, banners of their websites, but also how they promote their different deals. Some of my customers like to have each of their deals listed out, so they show their Munchie Monday special, their Token Tuesday special, their Wax Wednesday special, all directly on their deals page. Other people want them to be a little bit more specific. So if this Cannabis is only on Fridays, they only want this deal to show on Fridays in the e-com site. Some of my more sophisticated dispensaries that have full-fledged marketing teams also are using this deals page as a way to quickly move forward and work in advance of deals that they're expecting to have. So for example, maybe this wild $10 off is actually the deal of August. You have the option here to come in and create the deal, but not have it display on the menu until that active date of August 1st. Next up for our self-service menu are ordering hours. Here's where you define when your store accepts online orders. Of course, we want your dispensary to always be able to accept orders. So if someone was to place an order at 8:30 p.m. on a Sunday, we would alert them that their order will only be able to be picked up when your store is open, which would be that following pickup time of 7 a.m. on Monday instead. In addition, we give you this free text option to really communicate with your customers directly on your e-commerce site. So in this case, my order completion message just alerts my customers that their orders will be canceled if not picked up by the following day. And if there's any notes for their order, they can put those in the pickup notes on the checkout screen. Now that we've got your storefront looking sharp, let's talk about how your live POS data powers the rest of your e-commerce experience, from inventory to pricing and deals. This is one of the biggest benefits of a truly integrated system. You have one source of truth for your data across all of your channels. With e-com enabled at your dispensary, you get to choose what items are going to be visible on the e-commerce menus through the direct reflection of your rooms. So if you only want your sales floor to show up on your online menu, you'll be able to select this inventory appears in Flowhub menus button and have all of that inventory automatically sync to your site. If you want to have more than one room, you could have both your inventory room and your sales floor room be available on e-com. It's really up to you, and we give you that flexibility to do what's best for you and your dispensary. I wanted to show you an example of just how in sync your inventory with Flowhub is to your e-commerce site. So it's Wednesday today. It's when I get my wild shipments in, and I'm adding all of my items to inventory. I've gone ahead and filled out all the compliance details for this raspberry wild gummy. And when I press save here, this item is going to immediately reflect on my e-commerce website. So we'll see down here that we now have this raspberry item on our website. It has the strike-through price since it's part of the deal. But what's really nice here as well is on my product, I didn't have an image. Flowhub has code built into our system that if we find a matching brand that exists in our global product catalog, we'll automatically fill in the image here with the brand image to really make your menu feel very polished. With our wild raspberry gummies example, if I wanted to add in an image for that item and not have it have the brand image default fallback, I have the option here to either upload an image myself, but if I don't have that image, I can use Flowhub's global product catalog feature here to find the exact item that I'm looking for. So in this case, I searched wild. I've used the filter of only products with images, and I want to see if we have that raspberry item. And here we go. So I have two different options here that I can select from. I'm going to go ahead and select this one here. And I have the option here to quickly, at a single click, choose which information I want to bring in. So it has a perfect description, a perfect image, and even has potency fields available for me. I could choose to import all of those, but in this case, all I want to import is that image. I'll go ahead and press import here. And when I press save, once you refresh your screen here, you'll go ahead and see that that new image immediately shows up. It's crystal clear. The image has been crunched and compressed as well, so it loads really well on slow internet speeds, and it's optimized for mobile as well. Because the menu pulls prices and taxes directly from your POS, customers see the exact amount they'll pay at pickup. Deals are seamless, batch-specific pricing is seamless, and when you create a deal in Flowhub Maui POS, it appears instantly online. You don't have to rebuild the logic somewhere else. If a product has a discount, we'll even show a strike-through price and savings message on the menu to drive more conversions. And of course, live inventory sync. E-commerce inventory automatically syncs live with POS data. So customers always see what's actually in stock with accurate product descriptions, cannabinoid profiles, and testing data. If something's out of stock, it disappears from the menu automatically, so you'll never oversell again. And this is totally live as well. So in this case, I know I have 2 of these wild gummies in my inventory. When I add 2 to my cart, we'll see that our bag goes up to 2, but if I try to add a third, since this is a live inventory sync, we'll give the customer a message that the item is now sold out and limit their ability to buy more and only keep it at those 2. All of these settings are built to be fast, intuitive, and easy to manage. Once you hit save, your menu's live, branded, accurate, and ready to take orders. Now that your Flowhub e-commerce store is up and running, let's take a look at what your customers will experience when they shop at your online store. Right away, you'll notice this doesn't feel like a generic marketplace. It feels like your store. The layout is intentionally designed to drive action and minimize clicks to checkout. It's optimized for discovery, upsells, and impulse purchases. Shoppers can explore custom categories, filter by terpene, brand, or product type, or search by keyword. Or they can head straight to your deals page to see what's on sale. Deals can also be surfaced through strike-through prices, homepage carousels, or the dedicated on-sale filter. Plenty of intuitive visual cues to highlight your best offers and drive bigger baskets. From this deals page here, we'll see all of our deals that are currently promoted on our e-commerce site. So maybe I want to take a look at these cannabis products. It'll bring us to a quick modal for ease of use and ease of add to bag controls. I can click on an item here to see more details about the item, including its effects, any available deals on the item, all of the terpene profiles, cannabinoid profiles, and most importantly, that strike-through price here to really hone in to the consumer that they are getting a 25% off discount for this item. In addition, heading back to the deals page here, when I click on all of our items that are part of this deal, we'll be brought to another page in the application that makes it very easy to see what's on sale as part of that discount. For returning customers, logging in is simple. All they need is their phone number. We'll match them to their existing Flowhub Maui profile, apply any rewards, and even surface previous purchases to make reordering seamless. If you're like me and you forget your password every now and then, you can click this sign in with magic code and we'll send you a magic code to your email for ease of use. Once you log in here, as Nancy Reagan in this case, we'll be able to go to her profile, and I can always make changes here. Like maybe I needed to change my email to nancy@justsayyestocannabis.com. I could do that here with no problem. If I then got a medical card, I could enter that information here if I'd want to. But the most powerful here is our connected purchase history. So we'll see here that Nancy is quite the stoner. You can see on July 7th, she made 3 different purchases, and she can see all the different items that she purchased on these different days in each of their different transactions. What's nice about this is that she has the option to add these items back to the bag if she'd like. So maybe she really liked this poison apple 1 gram rosin. She has the ability to add this directly to her cart, making it really easy for past purchases to be converted into new purchases in an ease of a click. In addition, once Nancy has built up her cart again, maybe she's going to get some of this NF1 3.5 gram flour. Maybe she wants to stock up on some of her favorite indica gummies for her upcoming trip. You'll notice here that when you add something to the bag, we give the toast alert saying that this item has been added to the bag. We don't automatically push someone to try and check out because ultimately we want them to build bigger cart sizes. So by just notifying them that something has been added to their bag, they're free to continue to sort and filter the homepage in whatever order they want to find the items that they want for their purchase. Here in the bag, we'll show you exactly what you've purchased with how much the discounts are on each of the items and allow you to adjust the quantities or go back and view details on a single item. Maybe Nancy decided that she actually wanted to buy a lot more of this flour. She can go ahead and increase the quantity. And when she does that, we immediately notify her that she is over her purchase limit for the day, and we cancel out the ability for her to finish out her transaction here to make sure that she stays within compliance and that your dispensary stays in compliance too. In order for her to complete her transaction, she would have to go ahead and change that quantity of the item back down to whatever would match her limit. We can see now that the cannabis counter is working, and we provide some messaging here that tells the user that they can buy more if they want to. Here in our cart as well, we offer the opportunity for more intuitive upsells based off of best-selling products for your dispensaries for the last 30 days. So it's very easy for someone to quickly scroll through this list and see if there's something else that they want to try, like maybe one of these peach mango moon rock infused pre-rolls. As a logged in customer, I'll see that all of my different deals will apply. So we can see that my dispensary has a $4.20 off online orders running. Our wild $10 off discount also applies. And we'll see those items apply directly on each individual item in the cart with that strike through pricing and the % off that they're receiving. In addition, if I've been attached to a Maui customer profile, I'll be able to see all my loyalty points and redeem them directly on my order. I can click this View Rewards button and we'll see that it'll tell me how many loyalty points I have, how many each point is worth, and allow me to choose really what sort of items I want to redeem for my orders as well. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and apply my $5 off for my order. And then I'm also going to use some of my loyalty points to buy a battery. We'll see here that now this battery is added to my cart. Instead of it showing a $1 off discount, it instead shows 100 points there. And I can finish by checking out. Checking out here, I have the option to select a pickup time. If it was past ordering hours, I would see tomorrow instead, like what I can see here. So I'm going to pick up my order for tomorrow at 11 a.m. And I can add in a note too. So maybe I'm hard of hearing. Please speak loudly when I pick up my order. We'll see that all of the information automatically gets filled in. You can choose to review your order, change anything if you need to, and then press complete order. This will then show you that reminder message again. We give a little bit of delight there with the confetti, and the customer is notified when their order is ready for pickup. And that's it. Shopping your dispensary online is fast, compliant, and enjoyable with Flowhub Ecommerce. Now, let's take a look at how your staff manages incoming e-commerce orders in the back of house. Here's Flowhub's order status board, your centralized command center for fulfillment. It gives your team a real-time view of every order across all of your channels, whether it's from Flowhub Ecommerce, in-store pickup, or marketplace menus like Weed Maps. Everything is managed directly in Flowhub. When new e-commerce orders flow in, they'll show up here in the new status, and an order ticket will be printed for your team. Orders flow seamlessly from new to ready for pickup statuses as they progress, making it easy to manage, update, and fulfill. No switching between systems and no missteps. And when an order is moved to ready, Flowhub automatically sends a text message to the customer letting them know that their order is ready for pickup. When a customer arrives to pick up their order, you'll check them out in Flowhub just like any other sale. If they haven't prepaid online, this is where you'll collect payment. And here's where the magic often happens: upsells. Maybe the customer forgot to add something to their cart, or your budtender recommends a great product they hadn't seen online. Maybe there's a new deal that you want to promote. These in-person moments are a huge opportunity to build the basket and create a memorable customer experience. With Flowhub, the online to in-store flow is seamless for your staff and for your shoppers. I also want to show you that we have prepayment integrated into the e-commerce flow. Let's walk through an example. We can see here that Brownie Mary has elected to pay by bank using Flowhub's Plaid integration. You can connect your bank account via Plaid, and if you've done this in the past before on Plaid, your account will already be connected. We'll show any fees that are associated with the bank account transfer, and once you're ready to go, we'll press place order. Let's go ahead and check out what this order looks like for the bud tender to fulfill. So here I am in order ahead, and my bud tender will get notified that there's a new order ready for fulfillment. It'll show the customer's name, where the order came from, how many items are in the order, and the requested pickup time. Clicking on this order brings us right back into the Flowhub cashier flow. We'll see all of the items that were requested on the order, and we can notify the customer the order is ready once it's fulfilled. This will go ahead and send a text to Brownie Mary letting her know to come to the pickup order area to pick up her order. If I wanted to use this opportunity to do any upsells, I have this opportunity as well, so I could add in any tinctures, pre-rolls, lighters that would associate with Brownie Mary's order for an upsell, and I also can add on any other discounts that I want. So maybe today I'm going to be giving Brownie Mary 15% off for being a nice customer. The bud tender will enter in their PIN to confirm this discount. And from there, we'll see down here at the bottom, it says checkout, with it being notified that it is prepaid on Flowhub Ecommerce. Here in the cart, we'll see the total due and how much the payment was authorized for on Flowhub Ecommerce. If you did do an upsell and that goes past that was authorized for payment, you can go ahead and finish out that transaction by collecting that extra amount in cash, debit, or gift card. The bud tender will then enter in their PIN, and the transaction will be completed. Now, Flowhub has built our analytics to all have e-commerce already out of the box enabled for you. And let's go ahead and take a look at that. So here in analytics, when I come to the executive summary, down here at the bottom, I have a chart that shows me my sales by order type. I can see how many of my customers were a walk-in versus how many were a pickup or an e-com order. And that's just a nice, easy way to see, okay, how are my e-commerce orders doing compared to my walk-in orders? If I wanted to drill down on this a little bit deeper, I could create some custom reports that show me just my e-commerce transactions. So in this case, I've created this custom report called e-com transactions. And when I view this report directly in Flowhub, I could search by pickup and only see my orders that have been picked up along with how much they were for, any deals that were used. You also can go deeper into the data with our Google Analytics 4 integration. Whether you're managing one store or scaling across many, you'll have the insights you need to keep growing. If you've made it this far in the demo, thank you and congrats. You're now basically a Flowhub e-commerce expert. Everything you've seen today was built in partnership with real dispensaries just like yours, and we're just getting started. Coming soon, you'll see more customization options, better tools for SEO and discovery, and new workflows for delivery. Now, I'll pass it back to Kyle to talk about what's next for Flowhub and the future of cannabis retail.
Thanks, Laila. Now, let's spotlight another early adopter, Greenery in New York. They launched Flowhub Ecommerce a few months ago, and today, online orders are growing 3% month on month.
For the last 10 years, I've been telling my family and my friends that we were going to open a weed store, and now we have one. When New York went legal, I was a turnkey operation. I run the store with my best friend and my sister-in-law. The only thing left I had to get was my point of sale, but we were already pretty confident that we were going to go with Flowhub anyway.
I'm on Flowhub every day. The View app is my favorite.
I could very much make whatever I wanted to make in there and wasn't super restricted on the ability to make changes or make things the way I want them to be. We got to the point where we were like, okay, we got to do online sales and we got delivery coming eventually, and everybody's like, e-commerce, bro, you need e-commerce, e-commerce, e-commerce. And I'm looking into this and I'm like, man, a lot of this e-commerce stuff is very expensive. Flowhub comes back to us and says, well, we're currently making an e-commerce. Would you like to beta test it for us? And we said, bet.
Online pre-orders have been going great for us so far. Flowhub made sure it was seamless on our website just as much as it is in the store. We actually have a bigger cart total purchase typically on the online orders too.
I use eCom a lot. I do love that there's the ability to put in artwork for both the mobile site and the website. It just keeps everything as one, and that's how we like it, and it just makes it so much smoother.
And it is by far been so easy to use, so easy to teach somebody new, and we've been really happy with it.
Flowhub has just taken it and turned it into what we need it to be.
Flowhub, we're very much like, yo, we're here to help you.
We have the ability to set tags and tag the product that we want for that specific carousel. So it makes it much easier to run specials.
Flowhub made it very easy. They have a vast database, hundreds to maybe thousands of different terpenes just like on there.
We've gone up about 3% each month since we've incorporated online pickup. It's only going to keep growing. I think that people like that they don't have to pay for it before they come to the store, because they add to their order. Customers are actually coming in more with their phones and telling us, here, this is what I want. And they just show us what's on our website. So it makes it that much easier.
There is a lot to come in the future. Flowhub is right there along with me the whole ride.
The market is evolving. Consumer behavior has shifted. Over 70% of cannabis shoppers browse online menus before buying. And Flowhub Ecommerce gives you the tools to own your brand, provide a better consumer experience, increase conversion, and grow your revenue. This is just the beginning. Flowhub Ecommerce is the foundation for what's next to come. Built-in marketing tools, loyalty passes, and for those of you who want to get super creative, headless e-commerce. We're building the future of cannabis retail over here, and we're doing it with you. If you want to grow a profitable, modern dispensary empire, you need tools that are connected, intuitive, and intentionally built for you. Flowhub is the dispensary growth platform, and Flowhub Ecommerce is available to you today. You can book a demo at flowhub.com or reach out directly to our team. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for believing in what cannabis retail can become. We're just getting started.